This is my last TBR in this house. That's crazy. Hi, it's Ingrid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's time to pick out my September TBR. As always, I have my TBR cart and my TBR jar, which is getting a little empty. So when I do move out and set up my new library, which is pretty soon, I'll have to refill it. We're gonna do a whole bookish revamp. I'm so excited. I still have my series I haven't started shelf over there, and some of my purchases of this year over here as well, and there's books on the back. I'm probably gonna try to choose from this side because these are the books I'm most excited for, except for books that are first in the series, which is mostly over there. There's a lot of them that I really want to read, but I'm trying to not start series. I think September is gonna be my last month of holding back. After that, I'm gonna allow myself to read whatever I want. But let's pick out some prompts and we're gonna choose my September TBR. We've got the first prompt. Let's see what it says. Even number of pages. Okay, this is a good one because I can pretty much pick whatever I'm in the mood for and then just make sure it has an even number. Yeah. So what do I want to read this month? I think I haven't really been in a romance mood recently, so I'm probably gonna pick either a fantasy or a mystery. Wait. I've been working my way through the Shatter Me series. This is the last one. It's a novella for last in the series. I've read everything else now. I know I will be reading that this month, so we're gonna check the page number. Is this... like, I'm always confused. Like, is it part of the book or is it... I'm so confused. Oh, that's another book. But that's also another book. I love that book, by the way. There's some chapters from This Woven Kingdom. I loved that. 5 stars. But I need... believe me. How many pages? 177. I can't pick it. I'm in a dystopian mood. So we're gonna check out the page number for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Okay, this is the acknowledgements. So without the acknowledgements, 517. That's annoying. These Infinite Threads by Tara Mafi ends on an even number of pages. I forgot the page number, 402. Yeah. This is a second book to This Woven Kingdom, which I just mentioned was a 5-star read for me. I'm really excited to continue this series. These covers of the entire series are gorgeous. They're so beautiful. I'm so excited to put this on my shelf, and I'm pretty sure the 4th book comes out this month. I could be wrong, but I think so. Probably not going to buy it because I'm assuming it's going to come out in a bigger paperback and I want it to match, but I loved book 1. It followed our FMC, who was an heir to a throne, to a secret Jinn kingdom. She was a Jinn. She had to hide her powers. She worked as a maid for this family, and then she met the prince, and there was some feelings involved. I loved Prince Cameron, our MMC. The yearning, his thoughts about her and everything that was going on. Loved it. Things took a turn towards the end, and I'm nervous and excited to see where we ended up and how things are going to go from now on. So this is the first book I'm going to add to my September TBR. Prompt number 2. This one says, just read the damn book. I don't know what that's going to... well, no. I've put this in originally to make myself pick up A Court of Silver Flames. Then I read that. So it's going to mean Onyx Storm. But I'm currently reading that. The next one in line for just read the damn book is Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. For me, Magnolia Parks is giving fall energy, even if the story has nothing to do with it. I feel like I should read it in either September or November. It's very specific. I know I skipped October, but like that's different. Are we adding Magnolia Parks Into the Dark to my TBR. I think we are. I'm nervous. This is a brick, but I love Jessa's writing, and I love these characters and the story, and I think Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home is one of my favorite books of all time. So this is gonna be fun. I guess fun is not the right word for this series. It's heartbreaking, and it's... things happened. I need to see how we're dealing with it, and I'm also very intrigued to see if we're gonna go into what happened in the last Daisy Hates book, because that was also crazy. But the Magnolia Parks universe consists of Magnolia Parks books and Daisy Hates books. I love both. Magnolia is my favorite, I think. I like her books more. We follow Magnolia Parks and BJ Valentine, who has this very toxic relationship. It's clear to everyone that they belong together. It's them. There's no other choice. But they're so bad for each other, and it's so much back and forth toxicity. They're hurting each other while still loving each other more than anything. I don't know any other way to explain it. People say Gossip Girl but make it English, but like, I didn't enjoy Gossip Girl, but I love this. So do with that what you will. This is the latest book to be released in the series. I know there's more Daisy Hates books coming out, but this is the final installment in the Magnolia and BJ relationship. So this is gonna tie up their story, which is scary. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I'm nervous, but I love the way Jessa writes. It's almost like you're being spoken to directly. You're in their heads, getting all their thoughts. Sometimes it feels like I'm reading Magnolia's journal when I'm reading this. I'm having so much fun with it, but I'm scared because it's twisting my heart in every possible way. But I guess we're adding it to the TBR. Number 3, I still haven't decided how many I'm going to choose, by the way. I'm filming this on September 5th, so we're already a week into this month. Matches my outfit. Okay. My shirt is like a cream color with some pastel. It says Nashville, so I could kind of cheat and make that a cowboy romance, because Nashville, country. People are gonna hate me for that, but you know what? I might go for that. Also, no, I have the perfect book. I'm wearing purple pants, like a light purple. You know what matches perfectly? All This Twisted Glory by Tara Mafi, the 3rd book in the This Woven Kingdom series. Is this not a perfect match? And it has some pink and blue on it as well, and green, and there's pink and blue on my shirt. Like, do I just add both books to my TBR? Like, I could... No. I think I'm gonna do it. I really want to read both of them, and I'm in a fantasy mood. And like, you can't get a more perfect match than this. I'm not gonna talk about this book because I did that when I was talking about these infinite threads, so we're just gonna put this on my TBR. I'm excited now. That was fun. On to number 4. We're doing good so far, even though Magnolia Parks is scary. With monsters. I know what I can do though, but I feel like it's boring because I'm not giving you options. But I kind of know already what I want to choose for that one. I feel like it's obvious. I've got The Tower of the Swallow. It's the 4th novel in the Witcher universe. This will be book number 6 that I'm reading because I also read the short story collections. I'm working my way through this series as well because I absolutely love the TV show. Honestly, I don't think the books are as great as the TV show. Don't hate me for that. I know it's controversial to say because this is the source material, but I'm having an amazing time reading these books even though they're not 5-star reads. Every single one of them has been like 3 or 4 stars, but I'm still having so much fun with them. The reading experience is really good, and I'm just having a really great time. This book series follows Geralt, who's a witcher. His job is basically to kill monsters for a living. He gets paid to take down the monsters that everyone else is scared of. He gets this I don't know how much I should say, but there's this child that for a reason he kind of gets custody of. He has to take care of her while other people want her for her powers. They want to use her for their benefit. He just wants to keep her safe. And we're on this journey of... I don't know how much I can say without spoiling. Like I said, I'm really enjoying this series. It's not a favorite, but I'm having fun with it. I continuously wish that there was more action, because I feel like we're always on the outside of the story. Like usually in a fantasy book, our main character goes directly into the danger. If he can go around it, he will. Like, all he cares about is keeping the girl safe, and he's gonna do that to the best of his abilities, which means he's not going into active war to be a hero. He doesn't care about that. But I'm really growing connected to these characters. I think watching the TV show helps. Henry Cavill, you know, and it helps to have faces to connect to these characters. There's a lot of different characters. Sometimes I get a little confused, but I know my main characters, and that's really all that matters. I think we're just gonna add this. Do I have anything else with monsters? I could add Percy Jackson, but I don't really want to. We're adding this. Okay, on to book number 5, or prompt number 5. I hope it's a good one. I want to stick to the good theme here. I judge by the cover. Bad. In parentheses. So, a cover I hate though. I feel like I have more covers that I love. I don't know. I don't hate any of these. I mean, I don't think this is a great cover, but I don't really think about it. But I guess that's an option. I mean, I don't like this. If I saw this in store, I would not have picked it up unless I knew it was Percy Jackson and that's something I want to read. Same with this, really. If I saw this, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. So both are options. We can also mention the Narnia covers, which I think are horrible. I hate them. I'm not gonna choose that though. I want to read them this month. It's fall. I want to read Narnia. But I think we're in between these two. They're both continuing series. I have 2 YA fantasies already, so I don't think I'm going to choose this one. This is a dystopian book. The Hunger Games. Obviously, everyone knows that. I'm late to the game. I'm not as obsessed as everyone else is. The Hunger Games follows Katniss, who gets put into the Hunger Games. At every game, 2 people from each district gets put into this game where they have to fight for their lives. Whoever's left at the end wins. It's horrible and it's brutal, and kids shouldn't experience that. This is a prequel following President Snow, I'm pretty sure. I think we're going deeper into who he is and why he is the way that he is. I don't really know. I don't want to be a Snow sympathizer, so if this book turns me into a Snow sympathizer, I will be upset. Because I hate him. He's a horrible person and he doesn't deserve any of the love. But I've never read the back of it. I don't want to. I may have read the back of it. I don't remember what's on the back of it, and I don't think I want to. I saw something. I read the back of it. In the Hunger Games trilogy, Snow is the president. In this one, it says that Coriolanus Snow has one shot at glory as a mentor in the 10th annual Hunger Games. He plans to outcharm, outwit, and outmaneuver his fellow students to mentor the winning tribute. The odds are against him. He has been giving the female tribute from District 12 the lowest of the low. Is that why he hates Katniss? Their fates are now intertwined. Every choice Coriolanus makes could lead to favor or failure, triumph or ruin. Inside the arena, it will be a fight to the death. Outside the arena, Coriolanus will do anything it takes to survive. I'm intrigued. I didn't know that he was going to be a mentor. I'm liking that. Like, Haymitch was mentor in the original trilogy, and he was my favorite character. So, I'm excited, and I'm really into this. I can't speak. I'm really into the dystopian genre at the moment. Shatter Me really did something to me. So putting this on my TBR. I'm gonna put this back. I'm not really in the mood for it right now. Hopefully, one day, I need to get through that series as well. I actually really love Percy Jackson. I just I'm never in the mood to pick it up. That was book number 5, so we're gonna pick at least one more. So far, I'd say my TBR is pretty easy, except for Magnolia Parks. We're gonna deal with it. I'm moving out. I've mentioned that already. I don't know when the moving vlogs are coming out, but when I move out, I'm gonna be alone most of the time. Like, I go to work, of course, but then when I get home, there's no one to talk to. So I should just read. Like, I can't sit and watch TV all day. I need to read to keep busy. A mystery. Okay, that's perfect, actually. I have some mysteries that I'm really excited for down here. I have 2 in mind. Wait, I want to read that one as well. The thing is, I don't want to start a new series, but the books I want to read are first in series. One of them I can cheat with. We've got We Solve Murders by Richard Osman, who's the author of The Thursday Murder Club, which is one of my favorite mystery series, probably one of my favorite series of all time. This one follows a girl and her father-in-law, I'm pretty sure, who starts investigating. So our FMC is a private security officer to billionaires. She's on a remote island with a famous author, then a dead body, a bag of money, and a killer with their sights on Amy have her sending Steve an SOS. Steve's her father-in-law. So they investigate, try to stay one step ahead of the murder. That sounds really interesting, and like I said, he's written one of my favorite series. This is the first in a series, but this is the only book in the series that is currently out. So technically, there's no series to continue. I will be caught up if I read it, so it's not a problem. And then I have How to Solve Your Own Murder, which is about a girl who keeps tabs on everything. She has files on everyone in her life because she thinks she's going to get killed, and then I think there's an inheritance and whoever solves her murder gets it. I could be wrong. The first line in the back here: in 1965, a fortune teller told Frances Adams that one day she'd be murdered. Frances spent 60 years compiling dirt on every person she met, just in case they might turn out to be her killer, but none of her friends or family took her seriously until she was dead. When her great-niece Annie arrives in Castle Knoll, she finds herself a participant in a dangerous game. Frances' will stipulates that the person who finds her killer will inherit her millions, and in the heart of her sprawling country estate lies an eccentric library of detective work, where the right person could step in and use her findings to solve her murder. That also sounds really good. I bought this thinking it was a standalone. Since then, I have figured out that it's actually part of a series. And that makes me not want to read it, because I don't want to start another series. I also have The Marlowe Murder Club, which I really want to read, but that's also a pretty big series. So we're in between these two. I think I'm going to go for this one. I'm really into Richard Osman lately. The Thursday Murder Club movie just came out. I will be watching that when I move out, which is soon. So I'm gonna read one of his books this month. Should we just end it there? There's 6 books on my TBR. I still have 4 books from my August TBR that I haven't read yet, but I have started. So I know I will be reading those this month. So maybe I should just stop at 6. This is my TBR. I'm not gonna go through each and every one of them. I'm just gonna look at them like this. These Infinite Threads and All This Twisted Glory, which is book 2 and 3 in a series. I'm really excited. The last Magnolia Parks book, Into the Dark, I'm scared. Tower of the Swallow, the next Witcher book, which I'm excited for. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I haven't been too excited. I go kind of in different moods. Sometimes I'm really excited, sometimes I just don't care. Now I'm really intrigued now that I actually read the back of it. And then we have We Solve Murders, which I'm extremely excited for. I need a cozy mystery and it's perfect for fall. So this is my September TBR. If you've read any of them, I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to try to include all of them in a reading vlog if I can figure out how to read while also working full-time, which has been a struggle. But when I do finish my home renovating, it's going to be a lot easier, and we're going to get into a routine, and I'm going to have fun with these books. I'm really excited. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers.